ਸਤਨਾਮ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀਓ। ਇਕ ਦੂ ਜਿਬੋ ਲਖ ਹੋਏ, ਲਖ ਹੋਵੇ ਲਖ ਵੀਸ। ਲਖ ਲਖ ਗੇੜਾ ਆਖੀਐ, ਏਕ ਨਾਮ ਜਗਦੀਸ਼। ਏਤ ਰਹਾ ਪਤ ਪਵੜੀਆਂ, ਚੜੀਐ ਹੋਏ 21। ਸੁਣ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਆਕਾਸ਼ ਕੀ, ਕਿਟਾ ਆਈ ਰੀਸ। ਨਾਨਕ ਨਦਰੀ ਪਾਈਐ, ਕੁੜੀ ਕੂੜੈ ਠੀਸ। ਸੁਣ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਆਕਾਸ਼ ਕੀ, ਕਿਟਾ ਆਈ ਰੀਸ। ਨਾਨਕ ਨਦਰੀ ਪਾਈਐ, ਕੂੜੀ ਕੂੜੈ ਠੀਸ। ਪਿਆਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Thanks for listening to the parts of Pauri number 32. We discussed Pauri number 31 in our last session. Guruji teaches us about the power of God and His omnipresent presence. The universe has been created by Him and He continues to watch over it. Whatever happens from life to death happens according to His will. Whatever happens in the universe is according to His will. It doesn't mean that you don't need to do anything or believe in your destiny. We have previously discussed that Sikhi doesn't believe in destiny, because our actions are the destiny of us. His resources in His creation are abundant. His authority can't be challenged. The available sources are for everyone, but there is a way to attain them. Gurbani suggests us to understand and accept His hukum. By following His command, if we understand and accept His command, we can attain peace and explore eternal bliss in our lives. His command will teach us to recognize the material possessions and desire shouldn't distract us from spiritual growth. Instead, by focusing on spiritual truth and following His guidance, we can be blessed in our lives. Following His command, living life after understanding law of nature is the religion of a Sikh. This is the religion of the entire humankind. Guruji taught us the true devotion of God in today's body. Guruji said, after understanding and accepting His command, we can be blessed. Otherwise, we will only boast about blessings. We will be label ourselves as religious. As we have seen many people around us, they appear religious because of their physical appearance, religious robes, religious relics, citations, and visit to the religious places. Because of all of these, we think that they are blessed ones. Therefore, they have this religious and spiritual lifestyle. When others see their lifestyle, they are influenced by it. They want to be the same as them. On the other side, those who are not like them, but they are in acceptance of His hukum, they cultivate virtues in life and adopt the appearance of a religious person. They are very elevated. Talking about them is like talking about the sky, Akash. If we talk about the reality of so-called religious, we know that the same people are stuck in materialism. They suffer from physical and mental health problems. What is the achievement in practicing of religion in this way? It has been mentioned in today's body. As we know, we always start the discussion from the ending lines of the stanzas because it has the main idea of the stanza. Those who understand from the beginning, they are aware of that Guru Nanak Pasha educated us through the Bani. Guruji stated, Sun galla akash ki kita ai rees. After hearing about real religious people whose levels are very high in the sky, they are referred to as Akash. Their discussions are mentioned and the worms point to a person at a lower stage in spirituality. Kirtan. They start copying others who are flying in the sky, whose levels are very high. If we don't attain the blessing of Lord Master, we remain false and boast about falsehood. As mentioned in the next line, Nanak Nadri Paiya Kudi Kuda This. Guruji said, "O Nanak, by his grace, this level, the level, high level in spirituality is attained. As we discussed, to receive his grace, effort must be made. Otherwise, we will remain the same and blessings won't be showered upon us. We will falsely boast about falsehood. If we merely imitate religious appearances, we will be trapped in materialism and suffer from physical and mental health problems. What is the value of practicing religion in this way? Talking about religion, virtues, and religious people is easy, but embodying them is the real challenge. Everyone wants to be looked religious, but no one wants to be religious. Those who speak the truth about being religious inwardly and outwardly are often not liked. When they challenge old ideologies, a storm arises. Arguments and fight occurs when their practices are criticized. One practice is just performance of rituals, recitations of scriptures, and other is understanding of all rituals and scriptures. Some perform rituals for their entire lives, others spend their lives to understand religion and God. They not only study their religion and study other religions. When both type of religious people talk about God, there is a huge difference in their levels. From the first practice, those only perform and recite scriptures, they are in fear while performing rituals, conducting their prayers, because they are very scared. They may make mistake and it will be a sin for them. The same people, after performing rituals and reciting scriptures, become fearless and understand the reality, come to that decision this performance was unnecessary and that the genuine path of religion is to be a good human. This level is only attained after gaining knowledge. When the storm of knowledge enters one's life, mentally dead individuals come alive and separated families are reunited. Some claimed they were on the path to meet God, while others said they were trying to walk towards God. As stated in the Bani, when Guru holds the arm of a devotee and bless them, the person is uplifted and doesn't sink in the world's ocean. They are lifted out of the dark pit of Maya, as we read in the Bani, Baha pakad kad line apne grah andkoop te Maya kaho Nanak. Says Nanak, Gur bandhan kate, the Guru has broken my bonds. Bichrat an milaya, ended my separation. He has united me with God. We are discussing the last lines. It is about two personalities. One is an ant representing the person on a lower stage, and the other is the sky or bird flying high in the sky, representing the person who is elevated with a very high state of mind. Now both can't accompany each other because birds can fly in the sky while an ant can't. A person seeks the company of someone who can walk beside them. If one person is walking on the road, they need someone who can walk with them. If one is walking on the road and another one is in flight, they can't be on the same level, and contacting each other is also difficult. However, if they are together, whether in flight or on the road, they can talk to each other and they will both like it. Now, one is on a very low stage in life, living in deception, and they enjoy meeting and chatting with people like them. On the other side, those on a high stage don't like the company of worms or an ant. The higher ones understand the Guru's teachings and follow Guru's instructions. Due to this difference, they can't be together. Therefore, Guruji said it is important to understand the Guru's teachings and to renounce one's evils. Without this understanding and without abandoning deceptive practices, individuals can't truly be called religious, saints, or Brahmgyani. If we have water in a cup and we want to pour milk into it, we must first remove the water to add the milk. If you don't, then water and milk will be mixed. It is same happening in our lives. We don't eliminate our own opinions, mentality, and understanding of religion. In addition, we recite Gurbani without understanding, without acting on it, and we dislike those who don't share the same understanding as us. Marriages and families are sometimes separated due to differences in views. Even if there are no loyalty, the consumption, or financial issues. For example, the wife may have faith in one god while the husband believes in multiple gods or saints. One may worship idols, statues, while the other bows down to the Bani. Only those who speak of a lofty and benevolent God lack faith because they don't understand His power, His personality, His teachings, and His commands, which are very elevated. As Guruji said, Sun galla akash ki kita ai rees. Listening about them is not only religion. If we think that we have recited Bani, listened to Katha, Kirtan, and discussion of Japji Sahib, we have listened, the treasures are limitless, they are everywhere. We need the munda of santokh, munda of contentment. Only by listening we will now be accepted by God. After listening to His higher discussions, some got the wish to fly in the sky, means wish to explore this stage. But the only way is to make effort to get His mercy. Otherwise, the foes are stuck in falsehood. If we act on Guru's teachings, then we attain peace and we can cultivate virtues and bring contentment in our lives to make it beautiful. It is the highest and amazing lifestyle, and all materialistic comforts and luxuries are not equivalent to it. Guruji said this stage is lofty. When we explore this state, our thoughts, words, and actions are aligned. We renounce double standard lifestyle. Their practice of religion is different from others. They are one personality, inwardly and outwardly pure. Those who don't want to understand Guru's teachings preach to others. They don't know the meaning of ikonkar, but they class themselves as religious scholars. They claim to be Brahmgyanis. If the Guru addresses yogis and states yoga is not the patched coat, yoga is not the walking stick, yoga is not smearing the body with ash, yoga is not earrings and no the shaven head, yoga is not the blowing of the horn, remaining unblemished from the corruption of the world, remaining unaffected by materialism. This is the way to attain yoga. Guruji said to them, Gali yog na hui. By mere words, yoga is not attained. If one can't be a yogi only by mere words, how can we be Sikhs with mere words? How can we be equal to virtuous people while being virtueless? How can we reach the eternal bliss stage? If we only claim that I read Bani 5 times, 10 times a day, I do 11 Japji Sahib daily, or I do 101 Japji Sahib daily. If we claim that I listen to Kirtan and Katha daily, go to Gurdwara twice a day, visit pilgrimages and sacred bath there, donate in the Gurdwara, keep the 5Ks, wear a turban or the mala, have 2, 3, 4 kadas in my hands and wear a long chola, etc. The recitation of Bani is not bad, Understanding Bani is not bad, going to Gurdwara is not bad, having religious artifacts is not bad. These are all efforts to remove the filth of our minds, efforts to eradicate our evils, to make our mind pure. If we don't follow the Guru's teachings in our lives, if our lives are not shaped according to Guru's teachings, then everything is considered a show of ritual. If virtues haven't been cultivated in our lives, it is all wasted, and peace and eternal bliss are not attained. Therefore, Guru Maharaj Ji said, Mat jaan shah galli paya, mal ke mane roop ki shobha it bidi janam gavaya. Don't think that your husband, Lord, can be obtained by mere words. You are wasting this life and the pride of wealth and splendor of beauty. Kabir ji stated same in his Bani. Bavare tੈ gyan vichar na paya, birtha janam gavaya. Oh madman, you haven't obtained spiritual wisdom and meditations. You have wasted this human life and lost it. Having the possession of religious artifacts and religious robes is not bad. But without cultivating virtues, being called religious and being arrogant is bad. We have wasted our lives only by mere words, by saying that we are very religious. We claim to be in the highest stage of spirituality. Our service is insignificant, but our demands are very great. If a student doesn't adhere to the teacher's instructions, how can he pass with merit? We are very far away from the truth. We claim to merge with God. We have two types of people. One has shaped their lives according to Guru's teachings. The other only talks about it. They only talk about and adopt the physical appearance of the person who has merged with God. One person learns without any guidance, learns from others, but there are some who have been taught many times but don't learn anything. Those who have learned and changed their lives are honored. The others who don't follow the Guru's teachings only adopt the outward appearance. Guruji said about them, Pekh dikhavein, sach na kamavein. He wears religious robes, but he doesn't practice truth. Guruji said, Sun gallan akash ki kitan ai these. They are considered as keet. There is no love in his heart, and yet with his mouth he talks toll. He says that he has found the mention of Lord's presence, but he can't even get near it. He says that he is unattached, but he is intoxicated with Maya. He says one thing and does something else. There is no love in his heart, and yet with his mouth he talks toll. Bani states, Rahat avar kach avar kamavat, man nahi preet, mukhon gand lavat. We have listened to many stories of God and ways to merge with him. The only success can be attained after embodying his truthful form. Then we can be blessed. The other lifestyle we have discussed leads to nothing, as Bhai Gurdas Ji mentioned in his Bani, Gaye Sune Akhe Miche Paiye Na Paramprad, Guru Upadesh Geh Jao Lo Na Samaiye. With singing, listening and closing one's eyes for the beloved Lord, one can't reach higher spiritual state. Internalizing the Guru's teaching and practicing them sincerely is the only way to connect with him. Just as a teacher wishes for all students to succeed in their lives, only those who follow instructions achieve success. Similarly, parents desire their children to be successful and to do good deeds. However, not all children follow their parents' advice and they are unsuccessful in their life. Some children even bring disrepute to their family, causing their parents heartache and forcing them to make tough decisions. Conversely, it is not always the children's fault. Sometimes parents also make mistakes. Guruji has shared a beautiful message about how to truly beautify and adorn us. He explained that by living according to Guru's teachings and following God's command, we can become truthful and worthy to divine grace. Otherwise, we remain in falsehood. We only listen to many sermon stories and hymns, but we don't practice what we hear. We nod our heads in agreement, understanding that we shouldn't worship idols and should believe in one creator, yet we still engage in empty rituals. True belief and trust in the one creator are essential, and we must avoid meaningless practices to genuinely follow his teachings. In the first line of the Pauri, Guruji stated, "Ik du jibo lakh hoye, lakh hove lakh vis." If I had 100,000 tongues and they were then multiplied 20 times more with each tongue. Lakh lakh geda akhiye, ek naam Jagdish. If I would repeat hundreds of thousands of times the name of the one, the Lord of the universe, Et raha pat pavdiyan chadiye hoye 21. Some may think that it is the path to merge with him. But Guruji said with these recitations you can't merge with him. To merge with him, you need to embody his form. You need to be the part of truthful master. As we read in Kabir's sloks, Kabir, pani hua ta kya paya, sira tata hoye. Kabir, what then if one could become water, it becomes cold and hot. Harjan, aisa chahiye, jaisa har hi hoye. The humble servant of the Lord should be just like the Lord. To merge with Almighty God, we must abandon our prayers in numbers. Those who count their prayers are not true lovers of God, as we read in Asa ki war, Ashik e na akhiyan je lekha varte soye. Don't call him a lover. He trades only for his own account. He does prayers in numbers and claims to offer his counted time to the infinite Lord. But we have many Sikhs rotating malas. The Guru is saying something else, and our rotation of mala is against the Guru's teachings, Guru's words. Moreover, people portray pictures of Sikh Gurus wearing malas. Where this mala and Simrana come from? If you read and understand Shri Guru Granth Sahib by yourself, you will find that the entire Bani of Shri Guru Granth Sahib doesn't support the rotation of mala and Simrana. As it's been classified as a show of ritual, but still we are not ready to follow Guru's teachings. We offer more respect to so-called saints because saints are great. On the other hand, we say that Guru Granth Sahib is also great, but this greatness is only offered by our words. The respect from our heart is offered to saints, Babe, isn't it? The Bani states that people think the Lord is a plaything and try to please him with their malas. Matha tilak, hath mala bana, logan ram khilona jana. Applying the ceremonial marks on their foreheads, holding malas in hands, and wearing religious robes, people think that Lord is a plaything. Another reference from the Bani, Gaj sade tੈਂ ਤੈਂ ਧੋਤੀਆਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਪਾਇਨ ਤਗ. They wear loin clothes 3.5 yards long and triple wound sacred threads. Gali, Jina Jap Maliyan, Lote, Hath, Nibag. They have rosaries around their necks and they carry glittering jugs in their hands. Guru Maharaj is saying to them, Oye Harke Sant na akhiyan, Ba Naras ke Thug. They are not cold saints of the Lord, they are thugs of Banaras. The mala which has been mentioned and advised us to have it, we don't have it. Gurbani states, Kabir, Meri Simarni, Rasna Upar Ram. Kabir, my mala, my rosary is my tongue upon which the Lord's name is sung. Gurbani instructs to cultivate virtues and observe our mind to eradicate evils from it. We don't rotate this mala because it is difficult. Bani states, Sal gram bip pooj manavo sukrit tulsi mala. O Brahmin, you worship and believe in your stone god and you wear tulsi mala. The Guru advised us to make a high character or mala. Wearing a physical mala or any outward symbol is not necessary to show devotion. Those with high moral character don't need to announce that they are walking on God's path. Make your high character your true Tulsi Mala. Gurbani opposed using other malas. Those who wear malas often read Bani but fail to understand implement its teachings. This is compared to the darkness under a lamp, an outward show of light but inner darkness. They may sit beside Shri Guru Granth Sahib but continue to follow misguided practices. Guru Sahib criticized show of Simran that is done only for display. True Simran should transform one's mind and soul, not just be uttered with words. Guruji teaches us how to beautify and adorn ourselves truly. He explains how to become worthy of His grace. By following the teachings, aligning our lives with His commands, leading to a truthful life rather than remaining entangled in falsehood. We often listen to Kirtan, Katha, but fail to follow in lives. We nod our heads in agreement during sermons, understanding the importance of not worshipping idols and believe in one Creator who can't be described and can't be created by us, who is beyond our understanding, yet we participate in rituals. If we talk about our lives, repeatedly saying water, water doesn't quench thirst. No, doesn't saying food, food satisfy hunger. Similarly, by uttering Ram, Ram, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Lord, Lord can't be obtained. The whole world roams and spends life in the same practice. The Guruji said in the Bani, Ram, Ram karta sab jag phireh, Ram na paya jaye. We have discussed by Gurdas ji verses a few times. If someone's mouth is burning after having extra bitter food, they would say sugar, sugar. A person will not taste the sugar until it is put in their mouth. Whether you bring it in front of that person or place in their hand, the burning mouth can't be soothed, but it is certain that when the sugar is in the mouth, the person doesn't need to say sugar, sugar anymore. It will show the result. Khand khand keh jeba swad na mitho ave, agan agan keh sheet na vinas hai. Repeatedly saying sugar, the tongue is unable to experience the sweet taste. Nor can shivering with cold be stopped by saying fire, fire. We have discussed the ending lines at the beginning, Sun Galla Akash Ki Kita Ai Rees. After hearing about real religious people whose levels are very high as sky, they are referred as Akash. Their discussions are mentioned. The worms pointed to a person on lower stage in spirituality. They started copying others, those who are flying in the sky, whose levels are very high. Guruji said, Nanak nadri paiye kudi kuda this. Guruji said, Oh Nanak, after being the receiver to receive His grace, peace and eternal bliss is attained. As we discussed, to get His grace, we must make efforts. Otherwise, we will remain unchanged and blessings won't be showered. We will falsely boast about falsehood. Before ending the discussion, I would like to state the essence of Pauri. Guruji said to receive God's grace, one must make efforts, and effort is understood as hukam, understanding the law of nature and following it. Live your life according to His command, then you will receive His blessings. Without understanding hukam, the law of nature, and without fulfilling the requirements, you will not be blessed and you can't explore peace and eternal bliss. Whether you spend your life in meditation, read scriptures, contemplate the Vedas, Bani, and verses from all scriptures. Practice inner cleansing techniques of yogas. Control your breath, remain silent, wander naked in the forest as some people do to please the Lord Master. Make pilgrimages to river banks and sacred shrines all over the world. Live permanently at pilgrimages. Offer your head to be sawn off. Donate everything, including your wealth and land, in abundance. Remain devoted to worship and adoration. Bow your forehead to the floor. Practice the 6 religious rituals. Do Simran for 24 hours. Torture your physical body. Live in Gurdwara. Listen to Katha Kirtan all day. Worship and glorify religious places, not only for a few hours but for your entire life. Even if your age is equal to 4 ages, multiply it by 10 times, meaning you live 40 ages. Even if you become well known in the world and have 100,000 of tongues to chant his name, even if you become well known in the world and have 100,000 tongues to chant his name, even if you have 100,000 tongues, if you repeat hundred of thousands of times the name of God, name of one, the Lord of the universe, you will not be blessed. After making several of these efforts, the filth of mind will not depart. His sense of duality will not leave him, even though he may make thousands of efforts. Doing all these practices is not bad. Visiting Gurdwara, reading Bani, doing Simran is not bad. But if you remain unchanged and don't follow Guru's teachings, you will not be blessed. I would especially mention here that whoever wants to do it, believes in these practices, and wants to be blessed with these practices, they are free to perform these rituals as they wish. But those who want to delve into the Gurbani, explore the depth of Gurbani, and seek high spirit, peace, and eternal bliss, their practice has been explained by me. I hope you have understood today's discussion and will make efforts to implement these teachings in your life. May Vaheguru bless us to continue the next session. Apology for my mistakes. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.